Hello, everyone, and welcome, for real this time, to Riffs, Ukraine, Freedom for the Borderlands, episode 18, to Overthrow a Warlord. I am one of the players, Mark, and I will turn it over to our DM, John.
Hey, how is everybody? Good to see you. I'm getting back to the computer. What a great night. We're excited to play tonight. And
It's like you're doing ventriloquism. There's just an empty chair there that's talking. It's amazing.
so, where we well, before I start off, I want to say hello to Daniel
Hey folks, how's it going?
and Chris.
Hey, welcome back, everyone.
And so, last we left our intrepid heroes, they were in a warehouse full of weapons, and they were scratching their chins, trying to decide what to do. Archer had left to go find his men.
We were just last starfighters is what we were.
Yes, in kind of a way.
Yes.
So yeah. So there we go.
So, I think what I would do at this point is send a message to Marco.
Okay.
And ask him, how would you like to be the authorized weapons dealer for a potential new controlling entity in this region? And ask if he has any manpower that he can commit.
You're calling him on the phone?
No, I'm texting him, sending him a message on the thingy.
Oh, you can text, sure.
Yeah.
I just had a thought that the response would be, "Who dis new phone?" So he says, "I'm not sure what you have in mind, but we can talk."
All right, so I'll pass the information to Z-Teach and say, Marco wants to talk to you. It's about potentially helping us with the raid.
With the what?
With the raid.
But why would you hand them to me? I have no idea what's going on.
Yes, you do.
Okay, but literally, he has no idea what's going on.
Yes, he does. He's been there the whole time.
And he has no idea for war or weapons at all. Literally. But he'll try.
That's the point.
Yes, Marco, we have weapons.
Power suits.
Not sure what kind or how many, but we have some, and we have some coming. We just need somebody with a good, strong back to carry it out.
No, we want them to come join us. Because Archer's getting his men. I'm telling you this while you're on the phone with
Why would we want him to join us?
Because he has a vested interest if he's going to be the main weapon supplier to the area.
So Z-Teach will say, "1 moment, please," and he'll do like a mute action for the phone. Or am I texting?
No, this was an actual call.
And he'll say, "You realize if we die, everyone we've met will now die too, because you're bringing them all along."
Well, if we die, they're probably gonna die anyways. Because
Not
they
necessarily.
knew us. They helped us. He will hunt them down.
But how would anybody know they helped us until now? Or if you run in there blazing every name that helped us?
The more people we have, the greater chance of success we have.
Or the greater the chance something will slip up?
We're not going in stealthy, and he points to the giant exoskeletons that are here.
Marco, do
I
you have
clicked the
anybody who
button that-
pilots?
No.
Go ahead.
No. They are. We already have someone to pilot all of these. All of Archer's men are going to be piloting these
So what exactly do you want me to tell Marco to have his guys do?
to come to this warehouse and help us assault the Warlord. The Warlord's base.
Hey, Marco.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why I've been appointed to give you this bad news, but do you have people that are willing to put their life on the line to stop this Warlord and possibly be under new management in this town?
I like that new management thing.
You won't be the new management. The new management's already been selected.
Oh. I sell weapons. We don't really use weapons. That's
Well-
not what we do.
It sounds like we don't really need your guys to hold weapons. We just need your guys to go in there and try to fight with whatever they have available.
Yeah, I don't have people like that. I have Victoria. I have
Well,
Lada.
Victoria shouldn't be coming. She's way too happy for a job like this.
Yeah, I have Vlada. I have, I don't have.
No, that's
people that-
Vlada you're thinking of.
Oh,
Dan. Vlada's the happy one. Victoria's the one that's constantly pissed off at everything that.
oh,
Maybe Victoria should be coming.
Yeah, Victoria should
might
be.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could handle it by herself. Warlords.
It sounds like if you want us to put in a good word with the new management, that you should be here to take part of the blame.
No, not the blame. This is everything I thought it would be. It's fantastic.
Lane, what are you
Look.
guys doing?
You probably know too much. And he hangs up.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it, and it worked.
Marco says he doesn't have people. He only has like 3 people.
Okay, well, all right. Every little bit could help, but okay.
If we knew anything of their operation, which we kind of do, they were incapable of going out and finding one person that we found without any prior knowledge of the town in less than 12 hours. So I'm not putting a lot of faith in Marco. He definitely has some connections, but within the last 2 hours, or 8 hours, I can't remember how much time has passed, you have officially made better connections with more powerful people.
True, but those people don't fight either, so that was one of the reasons I was looking for maybe some additional backup for us.
I can't help but think that I've already said this once, but are you sure that we are... I'm trying to think of a diplomatic word for powerful enough, strong enough to do this thing that you're asking?
So, the good news is that strong enough isn't everything. We have the codes to move around the base. And with that, we should be able to take them by surprise, eradicate the forces, and then that just leaves us with the Warlord to deal with at the end. If we're lucky, because no plan ever survives contact.
2 weeks ago, we had problems taking down one vampire,
Yeah, this guy's
And-
not a vampire.
and I had to burn down his house.
Well, you may need to burn down the Warlord's house. Not ruling it out.
This guy's not a vampire, but he is one of the most vicious of all the warlords.
And that's why if we get the chance to take him out, we don't hesitate, we don't debate it, we do it, and it gets done.
Codes just open doors, right?
Codes just open doors.
Mm-hmm.
If we went back to some of the towns we've liberated, we might be able to get some men.
But those towns need those people, especially if they're liberated from... I mean, we saw what? Maybe
Well, if we
dozen?
die today, they're gonna die too, because they helped us.
That's true, but I don't think we have the time or the ability to move that many people inside the walls.
Remember,
Remember, Orloff
Just-
leaves in 3 days. So we have to strike within the next 3 days. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, John.
Nope, you got it. That's what I was going to say.
I know, because I
And
took notes.
and remember, is Artur has gone to go get 12 guys
Right.
for the 12 sets of armor.
12 days of Christmas.
Loki's Lane.
All right. So,
Call Marco. He's reluctant to help. We were gonna get some rest, I think. Because what are those two guys still that are on the screen still here? Or did they leave?
Yes. By the way, I shared a handout with you. Did it show up somewhere on your screens?
Yes. The Utani weapons stats.
There.
For the-
Yay. I told you I would have that for this session.
Ah. That's cool.
There's the armor. The multi-rifle is on top. The minigun is on the bottom. I know the way I place the pictures, but that minigun is much larger than the rifle.
Oh, there's no way to... Okay. Yeah, got it. Yes. The question that I have... I have many questions. So, basically right now, from the way I set up my feats, it makes it so that I can take a weapon that does not have more than a rate of fire more than 1 and make multiple attacks with it, up to 2 in a round.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find it. What happens when there's more, like, does rapid fire work with something that has rate of fire higher than 1? I'm guessing.
Oh, the skill?
Here we go, yes. Oh, it just makes it so that it's +1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so... Okay.
You can now shoot 601 bullets instead
Yes.
of 600 bullets.
That is kind of the thought. So, am I strong enough to pick up that minigun?
Minimum strength required, right on the.
Yeah, the problem is I can't have that open and actually see the gun at the same time, so I closed it. Hold on. Minimum strength D12 plus 1.
I can carry it.
Jump in one of those exosuits.
Yeah. Sadly, I cannot carry it. Okay, I'll stick with my ranged weapon.
What's your extra strength in a suit?
Well, I'm not trained to do one of those suits. And
Oh,
besides,
that's right. We have that
minimum-
power armor.
yeah, the minimum strength is D12 for the suit, anyways. So these are going to be husky
Read
boys.
the notes for the suit.
Mm-hmm.
While powered,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. But the minimum strength to drive it is a D12, which I do not have.
what basically what the book is saying, and I copied
No.
this right out of the book. While it's
It-
powered, it grants you a strength of D12 plus 1.
Mark, just like me when I was in mine, this one has no minimum strength to use it while powered because it's powered. Once it runs out of battery, you fall backwards like Iron Man with no power.
Right.
You're just like I did that one time.
Right.
Oh.
So you could have a D1 strength and run this thing, so long as it's powered.
Okay, just to be fair, that's not what it says. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, it is. It says no minimum strength in the notes.
Where?
In the notes. Right where we told you to read it.
Then why does it say minimum strength D12 just above it?
That should be what strength it gives you, probably. No? Grant strength.
No, that's the minimum strength to
Oh,
carry.
yeah. If you don't have any power in it, it requires a minimum strength D12 to move.
I see.
That's why the notes say while powered.
Yeah,
it
I
grants.
get. Jesus Christ! All right, I'm just saying it's not clear the way it's written. Thank you. Jesus Christ. We can move
except
on.
that we told you. We've explained it to you 4 times, so just accept that what we're saying.
Move on.
All of these are called for anyway, right?
Yes.
We have
all
archers
12
men lining
Yep.
up for all of them regardless.
Yep, including the minigun.
Are we all
There's
getting power
11
armor?
rifles and 1
No.
minigun.
None of us are getting power armor. Archer's guys are getting power armor.
That's why Archer went to go get 12 guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we should load you, Sveta, up with 4 Volta plasma cartridge miniguns. And then you go God mode, grow 2 more arms, and just lay waste.
I could carry a maximum of 3.
How could you carry 3?
No, I mean, because even in God mode, the most she could ever have is 3 arms.
Oh, okay.
But no, she could only carry 1.
Yeah,
'Cause
strength.
her strength is D12 plus 2 for carrying things.
Well, if those 2 guys are here and they're overwatching everything, then yeah, no reason not to get some rest before Archer's men get here.
All right.
Although with how super strength scales, I don't know how it would be when it's D12 plus 3.
Oh, right. All right. Well, you guys lay down to sleep. And are you setting any kind of watch or
Sure.
can you type the order in the chat
I'll
box
take
there?
first.
TT shall take second.
All right. Nice. Thank you. All right. So it's kind of late at night. And Sveta. So you find that Andre, or Taurus and Andre, are pretty quiet.
Who are Taurus and Andre?
Just a second. Those guys.
Ah,
They don't. They stand by their Jeep and don't say a whole heck of a lot. Is there anything you want to do before you wake up Z-Teach?
no.
All right. Nothing really happens, and I assume you wake up Z-Teach.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Z-Teach. You
Z-Teach
get
will
woken up.
Yeah, he'll stretch. He'll do a couple, like, running quietly back and forth to help wake himself up. And then he's going to grab a couple water skins and walk over to these guys, who just seem to be standing there like robots.
Okay. They look at you when you walk up.
If his tongue is hanging out of his face like that the whole time, he's gonna be pretty thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Fortunately, it's not really.
Z-Teach will take a drink and then offer it to both of them.
A drink of what?
Of, like, a wine skin of water. A water skin. One equivalent pants of water.
Taurus says, he just no, thank you. I'd rather not drink anything from this planet.
Oh. Which one is Taurus? The big one or the little one?
Little one.
Do they look to be the same species?
They look how they look.
Are you from the same planet or different planets?
We're from different realms.
How do you acclimate so easily to so much that is different?
He kind of tilts his head at you and like considers you for a moment. We've just been doing it for a very long time. I guess you get used to it eventually.
I suppose you would. And Z-Teach will slowly and thoughtfully look over at his companion sleeping on the floor. What do you think our chances are tomorrow?
I don't know. Utani didn't have us do a lot of reconnaissance here. We're providing security at this location.
Are you going in with us? Or are you guys staying out of it?
Yeah, no. Once you guys leave with these weapons, we're done.
Well, Until you come back to take me back to my world, right?
Of course.
If it happens.
Contract is a contract.
I
That's
can,
assuming Connie sends us.
Oh, true. She has others. She would. They would. Well, I'm gonna go and sit over there and think about what's coming up. You have a wonderful evening. And Zizich will, nod his head and then slowly walk back over to the group and sit down, continuing to write in the book that he's been writing for the shaman of different spells and how they work. And
One thing you notice while you're kind of meditating, writing, doing all of that,
Mhm.
As you've been here, there have been areas without a ley line. I mean, most of the time you've not been in a ley line,
Right.
but this is the place that feels the least close to a ley line as you've been.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. Has it been that way this entire time in the city?
It has.
Oh, wow. I guess that explains the more of the reliance on technology. Okay.
All right. Well, time passes, nothing happens. And are you going to wake up Orist?
I am. I'm going to get some breakfast stuff set out for Orist
No.
so that when he's done
Forrest, run!
he can cook. And
Lay
then
down.
Zizich will walk over and gently tap. Well, I'm sure we've come up with something, right? Something safe to wake each other up.
Sure. How about just a double tap?
Zizich shoots him twice in the face.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Zizich
And
will
I'm dead.
will tap Oris' foot twice, just kind of gently, which we've talked about is the safest way to wake up and not get something chopped off.
Yes. So I'm awake, and then I will tell him anything happened.
No. Those two individuals, those two guys over there are kind of different, but I guess that's to be expected.
Lay down now. Most
I
likely.
think they're allergic to the water here.
Interesting.
So something to keep in mind if they turn on us or whatever.
All right then.
The further we go into this city, the further away I feel from home. It's kind of shocking. There's so little magic here. Even when we were out in the open, I could feel the magic of the land. Here,
Shut up.
nothing.
Well, it's the same for me and my people. We like to ride, be in open spaces. This is very cramped. Very. I do not know why people would choose to live this way.
I think it's less with the choosing and more of what that's all they know. And Zuki will curl up and go to sleep.
Orist will sit up and he will stretch. He will do a couple katas. He will look over at the two guys standing over there.
Taurus and Andri.
Yes.
They kind of look bored. Well, Taurus looks bored. Andri just kind of looks like a robot.
Yeah. Oh, I'll wander over to them and I will say, "Morning. Well met."
Taurus looks at you and says, "Good morning."
So, are you? If you don't mind, I have a couple questions.
He just kind of looks at you.
You guys from here? From somewhere else? Different
We're
planet?
from another realm.
So I was thinking about that while I was sleeping. Wouldn't it be easier to broker trades with someone from on-world as an emissary? Not trying to put you out of a job or anything. I'm just trying to think of the logistics. If I have access to all time and place, wouldn't it be easier to, kind of indoctrinate somebody from the planet itself to act as my representative? Or do you find that you don't get a lot of... Is it easier maybe the other way? I'm just curious. It seems like it'd be a huge undertaking to do what the Utani do.
There's reasons.
Okay. So
There's vulnerabilities. There's of course competition here on Earth. If we left someone like you're talking about, they would be vulnerable to the competition.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We show up, we make our deals, we leave, we're not vulnerable.
I see. It's interesting because my people ride across the countryside and they never really make a home anywhere. The home travels with us, and it would seem that is kind of similar to what you guys do.
Kind of, I suppose.
Except maybe through stars and realities. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
something like that. I like not staying in one spot all the time.
I completely understand. You start to get that pull to want to go elsewhere. See what else is out there waiting for you.
Yes, exactly.
My friend seemed to think that you were possibly allergic to the water here. Is there something I can get for you or try to do for you to make you more comfortable while you wait?
No, we're not allergic. I just well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but this is a piss water backwater planet, and I don't want to drink anything off it. I don't like drinking piss water.
Okay. To be fair, I've not had a lot of water in the city. You could very well be right. I'm used to getting it from mountains and springs. So you could very well be right about the water where we're at. Well, thank you for speaking with me. I'm going to help stand watch. And he looks at the big guy. I just noticed you have multiple arms. That's very cool.
Oh, wow.
Does that make it easier in a fight or harder because you got to keep track of where all of them are?
Do you think about where your arms are?
Yes, sometimes, especially if I'm trying to execute certain maneuvers.
I don't think about it. They just are where they are.
Fair enough. Excellent. Well, thank you. Give him a small wave and then head back over and kind of watch the warehouse for any kind of signs of disturbance. And I look at the things that Z-Teach had set out, and I scratch
At least 3 of them are food.
Yeah, I scratch my head because most of these are not for breakfast and or cooking. But I will take the ones that are and actually make something out of them. Towards the end of the watch, so that they wake up to the smells of actual breakfast.
Well, nice. How are you heating it?
I will see if there is a small amount of kindling to start a fire. If not,
You're in a steel and concrete warehouse.
Use Sveta's warehouse forge.
Yeah. Yes, that he collected last time.
Yep.
I'll probably use the plasma gun to heat a section of concrete. I mean, it is plasma. That's what it's for.
We woke up to the smells of breakfast and the sounds of plasma being ejected all over the floor around us.
One spot. Away from the equipment, away from everything.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna say okay. I mean, it comes out and it kind of explodes, Mark.
Oh.
And I mean, there are some Star Trek episodes where they shoot phasers at rocks, but that's...
Right. That was kind of the idea.
Yeah, no, I get it. And if it was a laser rifle or something like that, but plasma burns and splashes and...
Okay, well, is that something that I could do with my laser pistol then?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, then there you go, laser pistol.
Yes. Yeah, not... I was just trying to think through that. I was just like, oh, good Lord.
Sure. So I'll pew pew the concrete till it's hot.
Yeah, easily done. They wake up to the smell of, definitely wake up to the smell of, whatever's cooking. And, all right, so Zetich, Sveta, you guys are waking up. Anything you want to do as you're waking up? Say, okay, no?
Nope.
Breakfast is sitting there.
Thank you for breakfast.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
It's rations.
Oh.
Heated rations.
It's yes.
It's breakfast.
It's edible.
It's edible. Which, and I point to the collection of non-edible things, which these are not. Food stuff.
No, but you're very resourceful.
But it's
I'll take it over the alternative. Looks at Z-Teach.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do with the crowbar, but A for effort and
Beat the food into submission.
Beat the food into submission. The food has not done anything to me. I don't know why you want me to treat it so.
So, you guys are eating, and about the time you're done, you're finished eating, Archer shows up with 12 guys. And you actually recognize one of them. One of the 12 is Boyani.
I will wave to Boyani.
Do you guys remember why you remember him?
Yes.
He's a chef.
No, not Boyardi. Boyani. Good job, Daniel. You broke Chris.
He was there in the werewolf fight, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
That poor survivor.
So Arthur introduces. Introductions go around with everybody. He introduces you to them and them to you, and
Red shirt 1, red shirt 2, red shirt 3.
They're the names.
Okay. Yo, sup?
So that kind of printed out weird, but anyway, there you go. There's the 12 names.
What the heck?
So there's Ossip and Yassip.
Oh, I see.
I see Ossip and what?
Yasip.
Yasip. That's the
Oh,
one I was
Ossip and
saying.
Yassip.
That's
Yeah.
the one I was saying. Yo, sup.
What's up? I get it. All right.
Okay, so yes, well met to all of you, Alexander, Andriy, Boyani, Exander, Oleksiy, Osip, Pavlo, Petro, Petruso, Simon, Yosip, and Ure.
And they greet all of you, and they're kind of you can see they've kind of got um, anticipation and big eyes looking at the crates.
I call over to the two men. Will you be the two doing the training on these?
No, he walks back over towards the portal and types some stuff. The portal opens up. Utani comes through, and you see 3 other Utani come through. Where is Utani? There he is. There's Utani. Utani comes through. Why is that so dark? Is that dark for you guys too?
No, no.
I mean,
Oh, I I didn't put that on the maps and layer. I put that on the token layer.
Oh.
Anyway,
yes.
you know what's funny is I think of I always think of Predator or Aliens, but that wasn't Utani. That was what? What was the big company in Aliens? Doesn't it sound like
Utani.
Wutani? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make up the name. It's right out of the
Oh
Rift's
yeah,
book.
the
No, I
Wayland
know.
Yutani Corporation.
Yeah, Wayland Yutani. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, now these books and these names came before Aliens. So, if anybody copied something, it'd be whoever wrote Aliens. But anyway. So, you see the Utani come through, and you recognize that. The other Utani kind of look more like they're technicians. They've got more coveralls and stuff, equipment, and they walk over to the crates and they start unpacking them. And it takes no time at all, and eventually you have 12 suits of armor lined up with weapons in front of them. And they, the main Utani says, who's going to be wearing the suits if they could line up in front of a suit? Archer directs his men to go line up. They all line up in front of the suits.
Archer is not wearing one?
He's not.
Okay.
He would make number 13.
So how do the men look? You said they were big-eyed. Is that big-eyed in excitement or fear of what's coming?
Say that again?
Said how do the men look? You said they looked big-eyed, but is that in
Oh,
excitement?
big-eyed. I thought you said big guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're excited. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know about you, but if I got to go to a warehouse and crawl inside a powered suit of armor like that, I'd be excited.
Yeah, but I mean, conversely, they're using the suit of armor to attack a warlord, which doesn't seem like a small feat.
No,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
probably
not
something
happening.
that they've been looking forward to for a while.
Yeah.
a chance like this.
And to actually have something that's not some makeshift, used hand-me-down something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides, it is fun to go to supply while you're on the way to a war zone and get cool stuff handed to you. It just is.
He's not wrong.
So, all right. So you can see that the three technicians are each taking a suit and a man, and they're measuring and doing all kinds of stuff, and it seems like that's going to take them a fair amount of time. Based on how long it's taken them to do one, it's going to take them about 2-3 hours at least, maybe more. The other Utani just seems to be standing patiently. And anything you guys want to do in the meantime?
I got nothing.
Oh, you're asking me about the catalog, Chris?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that Sveta would even know how to use, but I was curious.
You were
what was in
supposed
it.
to do your homework.
I was looking for it, but I couldn't find the link. I didn't know where it went.
That's no problem. I can get that for you in 2 seconds. I thought I put it into the boom. There you go.
Yeah, I thought you put it in
The trove.
Viber.
So yeah. All right. Well, you guys don't seem to want to do anything, so it ends up being about 4.5 hours, and about lunchtime, a DB with kind of looks human with a smooth skull and flat features. There's not a protruding nose. There's a nose slit, and there's holes where the ear are, but there's no ear flaps. Skinnier and a little shorter than humans. Comes out with a cart, and actually, let me think about how many people there are here. There's 4 of them come out with 4 carts and line them up. And Utani says, I realized the time of day, and I thought you might be hungry.
Thank you.
And the technicians come back and they talk to the main Utani, and Utani looks at you and says, "Well, everyone is fitted, and you saw them climb in, move around, pick up the weapons, load the weapons, interact with everything."
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "Unless you have a question or need of us somehow, we are going to be, we will take our leave."
Anything you can think of, Z-Teach or Sveta?
Nope.
How should we get a hold of you, assuming we're successful in working to send Z-Teach home?
The Utani talks to a technician, and he comes back and he hands you a thing that's about the size of a smartphone.
Okay.
and he says, use this device. And he shows you, it folds open and there's just a button on it.
Okay. Thank you.
They hand him a TOS communicator,
Yes.
TOS?
Yeah.
Sure.
the original series.
Original series.
Oh, right,
Star Trek
right.
Community. Yep. Perfect. I put that into my pack in a guarded area. And yep, perfect. Thank you. With any luck, we will have much business to conduct.
All right, with that, they go and they walk through the portal. Taurus shuts down the portal. Actually, um, Andrew drives their vehicle you saw behind him in the picture, drives that through the portal, and then Taurus walks through the portal, and it shuts after him.
Perfect.
And you guys are there alone with, the 13 plus 3, 16 of you.
So, while we eat, we'll discuss the plan, which is to go to... Stand by. I gotta scroll up and find it. Okay, so we're going to go in through the underground parking area. That's on Paralock Street. And we know the code for that elevator is 83195 for that elevator panel. And that should take us up to... That should take us up to our first obstruction, which is a heavy cyborg with no face... with no face showing. We take him out, then that allows us to get to Orloff's bedroom.
Arthur says to you, what if he's not in the bedroom? Where do we expect him to be?
Well, if he's not there, then he should be in the main area beyond that, which we have 10 cyborgs that are apparently in that area. It also happens to be the area where he can communicate with the Splugorth. But we don't need to get into that room unless he runs into the hide, but we have that code as well, which is 16954.
Okay.
If we do need to move elsewhere in the elevators to go anywhere else, we have the code, which is 538.
How many people are going to fit in this elevator at once?
Well, I mean, it's not going to be a lot. I figure what we'll have to do is... Hold on one second.
Based on the information we were able to glean and the video that we were able to see, have we drawn out a map with the route?
We have not physically drawn out a map yet.
ZC would like to try to attempt to draw a map.
You go for it.
Is that a roll?
No.
Okay. ZC will draw a map based on what they have seen so far, where the elevators are, the paths that they took with the eyes.
I do have a question, though.
Yep.
What are you drawing on and what are you drawing with?
I am drawing on a random piece of scrap paper you can always find in a cyberpunk setting.
Well, you do have a notebook. You could always tear out a couple pages.
Sacrilege.
Just saying you could, or you can draw in the notebook and keep it forever. Whatever you want to do there, buddy.
Yeah, that's true. I do have several books and writing utensils. So I'll use some of that, what I've been writing with, for the books that I've been writing for the shaman.
So actually, we're going to build the map backwards, right? Because that's what we're
from where we're ending up. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I take it back. There are 2 cyber individuals in the underground parking area. So those will be the first ones we have to take out.
Well, do we know where the 3 are? Mantis Boy and...
No, they're not included in this.
Yeah, so they're somewhere.
Yep. Hopefully they're off running an errand for him.
Sure. But,
yeah,
speaking as fate, we've seen them too many times for them not to be a problem.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Actually, they are in the base. We know where they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're down hundreds of floors from where we're going to be. So it will take some time for them to get up there, if nothing else.
Is there any way we can block off those elevators?
Well, sure, when we have enough people up above. I think Archer brought up a good question, which is, how many people are going to be able to fit in the elevator at a time. My guess is 1 plus the 4 of us. The good news is that the cyborgs have to be able to use those elevators as well, so I'm guessing it's about that size.
Wait, how big are the cyborgs?
The largest one was a heavy cyborg with no face, twice the size of a man. So.
Oh, so Atom Smasher. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that has to accommodate him. So yeah, we start there in the underground parking area, 2 cyber individuals there. Then we go up in the elevator. We'll take out the scary double man-sized heavy cyborg and start sending the elevator down for the next ones to come up. The good news is that there is a room after that. So let me... I actually should try and draw this out somehow. How am I going to do that? I guess I can do it in paint. Okay. So this is the street. How am I going to do this on stream? I'll wait and do it when I'm put it up. I'm done. Okay. So this is the street. Then this is the parking complex. And this is the elevator. And then this is the 8x8 room. And that is the one on the right. And then this is the bedroom here. And then there's another door over here that I don't know where it goes. Okay, so there's that bedroom / lounge area. And then that goes to another room with the side room for the Splugorth. And this is the Splugorth.
I like how you just invent words.
I didn't invent the word. Okay. And then And then this is the room with the 10 cyborgs. And okay. So is there a way that I can put this into Roll20 or no?
No.
Since I'm not
You have
the
to
DM.
send it to John, and then John inputs it.
Okay, so
If John wants to.
yeah.
I want to.
I didn't want to speak for you, brother.
Street,
I appreciate that.
parking garage. Garage. 2 cyborgs. Elevator. I'm now labeling these things. ELV is elevator. 8x8 with 2x heavy cyborg. Ooh, heavy cyborg. Then this is the bedroom. And this is the main room. Controls / Blue-Gorth. And then this is the 10 cyborgs. And then elevator is there. Okay. Actually, I'm going to add the second portion of this, which is down below. And then I'm going to put a 2 down here. 2. Elevator 2. 2. Home. Sorry, this is taking me a second. Hallway, elevator, looks like this is the area with those people, and then this is the front entrance. Okay. So ELV up, and then this is the room with Mantis, Harlequin, and then this is the front entrance. Okay, file save as what the hell is this? This is Warlord base. Save. So then I'll send that to John. Cena. Moxley.
Oh my.
Okay, so send there. John Myers. Picture. I'm sending it to you in Google Messenger. So
Yeah, I
go
figured.
from your computer. Warlord base.
Oop.
It is not a work of art. It is a quick shapes and paint.
Okay. Okay. that. Did I put it on the right layer? I did not.
Is there an easy way, Daniel, to drop that into a handout?
I mean, yeah, you could drop if it's in a handout. We can't put things on it, but we could all see it for reference.
Oh, in
Yeah.
a handout?
Yeah.
Well, unless you want to use it as a map or something, that's cool. Either way, whatever. I was just trying to think what would ever be easiest. Yep, there we go. So, the top part is the top of the Warlord's Palace. The bottom is 2 is the bottom. The bottom from the front, which is not where we're going.
What's the Harlequin?
Mantis and Harlequin were in that room. Off the long hallway, from the front entrance to the elevator that she had to walk down.
Mantis and Harlequin?
Yeah.
The Mantis cyborg and the female cyborg.
2 of your 3 henchmen for the Warlord?
We just
Yeah.
don't have the guy with the pork pie hat.
Right.
Yeah, Bogomol, Natasha, and Sayship.
I don't know where
Yeah, where the hell have we got Mantis and Harlequin?
no
Because
idea.
one of them looks like a mantis,
Yeah, I remember that. I don't.
and
yeah.
one of them is the only female cyborg we've seen so far.
So Natasha is Harlequin, and I think Sayship is Mantis.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, Baby Yoda, but you're not getting a name this episode.
Yep. All right. So yeah. So that map will kind of shows where. So there's we start on the street in the back. The parking garage. We'll take out the 2 cyborgs. Take the elevator up. We'll have to deal with the double human-sized heavy cyborg, and that'll get us entry to the bedroom. I do not know where that left door goes. She didn't go through it, and it never opened. So that is something we should probably be cognizant of.
Oh, the
On the 8, yeah.
store.
Yep. It was never opened, and we don't know where it goes or what's behind it. Because when she came out of the bedroom, she was in that 8x8 room with the scary cyborg, and there was a left door and the right door, and the right door was the elevator.
And does this elevator go to this one?
No. This elevator to 2 goes to 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because this elevator, when the Ripper Doc brought her with the taxi, she ended up here at the front entrance. She came in through the front entrance. They took her down a long hall to the the Natasha and Sayship were there, and then she took the elevator up hundreds of floors to here. And that's when
Okay.
she came in through the 10 cyborgs were kind of lounging around here. And then there was the main room, and off to the side was this control room that he had the meeting with Splugorth, and she sat like here. And the Splugorth was back here. The image of the Splugorth was back here. And then he took her to the bedroom, and they did their thing. And then when he was done, he took her out this back way of the bedroom into this 8x8 room with the 2 other doors, and then down the elevator to the parking garage to the street. Fast. I mean, I guess it could. Because with luck, we won't need to do anything with level 2. Or number 2. This whole section, we shouldn't need to do anything with. But we may want to bring the elevator up if we can get to it fast enough and disable it. The 2 elevator, this one.
Yeah.
To try and stop Mantis or Harlequin from being able to come up it.
Okay.
Do you teach thoughts? Is he gone?
I'm out of my depth. More so than I have been since putting foot here on your world.
Well, think of the cyborgs as evil wizards that use a strange and foreign magic that you don't understand.
There you go. You're describing it, but it's not changing the fact that I'm out of my depth.
I mean, it is kind of the same as when we were hunting all those bugs in another lifetime. We didn't know what any of those did, but we managed to do it. Same here. I mean, who was it that helped us prevail and come to victory in the first tournament with cyborgs as soon as we woke up? Trapped.
Those were cyborgs?
Yes?
I thought they were just people on a lot of drugs.
Well, they were. They were. But they also had cybernetic implants, if I remember correctly.
A lot has happened since then. But true.
You've become stronger, faster, wiser.
Yeah, but we still don't have this technology.
If you cut
All
out
right.
their hearts, do they not bleed? The answer is they do. But don't try and cut out their hearts. It's a euphemism. It's a saying. I mean, just try and kill them.
But don't cut their hearts out. Just kill them.
Well, I mean, that would take too long, and they would probably murder you. Just kill them with magic. It'll be good.
Are we attacking the Splugorth as well?
Splugorth isn't there. It was just an image.
Oh, okay.
It was like a hologram.
Ah.
That's who he's doing business with. Instead of the Utani.
Makes sense.
So, Arthur, thoughts, questions? Flaws, things we're overlooking?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what. I'm trying to think of what could be different. I mean, we saw pictures. We saw what she saw at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I do worry that there's a possibility that things change.
So, are those suits able to fly?
No.
Well, that's not convenient.
Does your suit fly?
Daniel's did.
No.
No, he used magic to make it.
That's a hair splitting if I've ever heard one.
Then sure,
I mean-
all of their suits fly, and I'll stay here. They'll fly for about 30 seconds, but they'll fly.
How long How long did it take for her to go up and down in the elevator? Like down, especially down from the room with the heavy cyborg.
You guys skipped over it.
I don't understand what you mean.
Vlada was running the recording, and she said, "Should I skip forward?" And you said yes.
That was on the way up, I thought.
Yeah, you did on the way down too.
Oh. All right. Well, that's fine.
Some attention to detail there, John.
Question.
I rewatched it this morning
Question Z teach.
or this afternoon.
If you had to make one fly, could you get it all the way up the shaft, do you think? That's
Did you hear that, Daniel?
It's a whole lot.
I'm thinking. He's thinking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's duration 5.
5 rounds?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. So that should be more than enough.
How fast can it go?
At normal, it has a pace of 12, or twice that with a raise. If I do super flight or swift flight, which costs more points, it is about 60 miles an hour. So right now it's about 30 miles an hour. 60 with a raise.
You
Couple hundred floors.
Yeah.
That's less than a mile.
Yeah.
A lot less than a mile.
Yep. So
yeah.
in the absolute worst case scenario,
Maybe a couple minutes at the worst.
yeah. Well, no, I mean my point is let's say that the codes no longer work for the elevator. If that were the case, in a worst case scenario, we could get one up.
How much can you lift? Does he teach with your
Fly.
spell?
So telekinesis is based on strength. Fly is based on like the person / armor. Yeah. Where are you, flight? There you are. Okay, so worst case scenario, there are 12 of them, and 3 of us, 4 of us,
4 of us,
right?
And how many other people?
That's it.
Is Arthur inside of a suit?
Negative.
So that's another person. So that's 5 of us.
No,
No, 3, 4.
That's the 4 of
That's
us.
the 4. Okay, so that's 16 people.
Yes.
Yes.
No, can't do it. Unless I get a massive rate. Nope. Even with that, I can't do it. I don't have
Okay.
enough power points.
What would be the maximum is a worst case scenario. And factor in enough to cast that super cool that makes it harder to hit a spell.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, right? Everything is a balancing act, and deflection for one person is 3 points, and then I add additional people into that. So it's the same task thing. I'm just making it bigger. And I would be doing the same thing with flight. I would say if I'm not casting any spells except for deflection a couple times and that mass flight, maybe the 4 of us.
Oh, so we couldn't even get a single.
I mean, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 2 more guys. But the problem is, everything is a balancing act. I would either be saving all of my power points for an emergency flight spell for as many people as possible and just firing one of these guns,
Mm-hmm.
or sling magic and just count it. Z-Teach is a toolbox, which makes them very useful, but those tools still have a limit.
Well, I
And
think
16 people is a heck of a limit.
right. No, I'm not saying we should try and take all 16 up, but if we can get like, I don't know, 6 plus us, which would be 10 total.
It would be 21 points to fly 10 people, including myself.
Okay. I don't know what your
I have
PowerPoint
I
poll
have
is.
30 points total.
Okay. Okay.
This is a lot of strategizing for a situation we don't know. Even
Well,
be an
it's
issue yet.
better. It's better to have it planned out rather than not.
All right, Z-Teach, save us.
Well, no, not save us. Just get us to the top, and then stand back, because then they'll be able to run the rest of the gamut, and we'll help as we can. You know, I'll give you a gun, I'll give you my gun, and then we'll try and take out the rest of the stuff, and the Warlord, and lock things down. But if you can get them up in the case of emergency, the elevator doesn't work, then that's going to be the ideal. I think what the first thing that should happen is we go in with one suit, maybe Boyani, and the 4 of us, Archer, Z-Teach, Sveta, and I, in the elevator, deal with the heavy cyborg, and then send the elevator down to pick up the next suit, or 2 if 2 will fit, whatever we can fit in there, and then up and down until we're all assembled. And if we're lucky, there won't be any alarms or any of that stuff, and then we can just proceed from there. If the code doesn't work, then that's why we're talking about this, about how many we can get up the elevator shaft if we need to. And I do realize that would leave you depleted, but I think you're the only one who can actually get the people up there. If we're going to make a go of it. Hell, I don't know. The alarms could trigger after we attack the 2 cyborgs in the parking garage. I don't know. But we'll find out.
Did we see any marked stairwells?
She did not use any stairwells.
But did we see any marked stairwells?
I have no record of that.
Z-Teach is very smart. Does he remember seeing any marked stairwells?
He does not.
Okay.
There's a possibility that buildings built in rifts are not built to a building code.
That's good news and bad news. Why don't we destroy the elevators and set the building on fire?
This can be done.
How would we set it on fire so that it would burn completely?
Mega damage fire. And really, we don't have to burn it completely. We just have to destroy the first couple of stories, right? And then the whole thing will come collapsing down?
I mean,
if we're really talking about destroying everything between the door we go in and this Warlord.
well, I mean, we weren't, but we were just talking about killing the people, the cyborgs. But
But what if he has guards that aren't cyborgs? Are we killing them too?
I believe so.
People who are just doing their job?
In this case, I don't think there's a...
This has been my problem from the beginning with this idea that I want to help liberate the Ukraine, but where is the line? If all we're doing to liberate the Ukraine is killing without any boundaries, people forced into service to this evil cybernetic person, if they are standing between us and him, then they also die.
But are they forced into service, or are they doing it willingly?
See, the question is, how do you know?
And I think with an opportunity like this to remove the Warlord, we have to do the best we can. The goal is to not kill everyone in the building. I don't think that is the right idea. We're concentrated on the tactical targets that we've identified here. But if a group of men run in with weapons and start attacking, I don't see how they can't be.
All right, so we don't know. Do we know what floor each of these is? These maps that you've run. We don't know
No.
how long she was on the elevator.
Well, you do
So-
know that the elevator that went from the garage to the maps mark or Oris drew, you do know that there were only two buttons, an up and a down button.
Right.
So
So
that
we don't
particular elevator was an express elevator, basically.
Which still doesn't answer my question. We don't know
We know-
what floor.
Yeah, we know it was hundreds of floors. That's all we know.
Yes.
Right. Hundreds of floors up, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So the plan right now is to possibly have to fight up an unknown number of floors if this elevator doesn't work. Or me cast fly on people and us to look in windows for up to 200 floors.
I don't understand what you're talking about. It's an express elevator. There's only two entrances.
He's saying if the elevator doesn't work.
if the elevator doesn't work, the shaft still only has two entrances.
That's not necessarily true.
It would be the top and the bottom.
But a freight elevator has other exits.
But it's not a freight elevator. It was an express elevator.
Sorry, express elevator has other exits. It has to. What if something happens between floor 1 and floor 700?
Then they're stuck in there for life and die.
Again, Rift's buildings, not always to code.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it would stand to reason that the top one would be the designated marked exit and the bottom one would be the other exit.
So
why
would we
don't
be
I just
Spider-Manning
fly?
our way up the...
Why don't I just fly as many people as possible to the very top of the building and we come in from the top?
Because we don't know what floor this is on. The express elevator goes to where we need to go. That may not be the top floor of the building. We know that it went up hundreds of floors, but we don't know that they went to the top floor. He punched a code in, and the code took them to the appropriate floor. So I mean, I had thought about that as well.
Wait, there's only... Okay,
Here's the building again, by the way.
there's... How many buttons were in the elevator?
In the express elevator, 2,
Yes.
up and down,
So he pressed a code to get into the elevator.
and then pressed the down button in the elevator, and she went to the
Okay.
parking garage.
Okay.
Which I thought this would be the easiest way to get into the building because we don't have to guess what floor we just press the up button and we go to the right place.
Okay, well, we can hem and haw all we want, but let's just do it. You're right.
I'm not trying to shut you down.
Nope. No. Daniel is not feeling shut down at all.
Okay.
Z-Teach is, because Z-Teach feels that we're being genocidal. But this is the best plan we have for the moment, because you're right. That's, if the elevator doesn't work, then we're SOL.
Well, I mean, still have a better shot than if we try to go through the front where we don't know what floor it is. Here, we know the top of the shaft is most likely where we got to go.
If that's the way this elevator works. Unlike every other logical elevator that has existed since the beginning of elevators.
Hey, I'm just telling you what was recorded on our eyeball thingies.
Alright, so what's the first move?
Well, do you have a truck or something that we can drive to the parking garage, Arthur? Military truck where we can load these guys onto?
I do not have a truck that.
Gosh, that would have been nice to know before they left.
Well, didn't show up with a truck. You didn't ask him for a truck.
He's able to get everything else. I will then call Marco. Marco, here's another way, or you might be able to help. Do you have a truck that we could fit and cover up 12 pieces of armor on?
How big's the armor? Send me a picture.
Okay, I sent him a picture.
I don't recognize that armor. Where the hell is that from?
We found a temporary set of aid.
All right. Just a second. All right. Yeah, I got something. Miaznik, give me a location, and Miaznik will meet you there.
Roger, I send him the location of the warehouse.
Okay. And it's now, by the way, you ate lunch. You've had this conversation.
We debated genocide for 4.5 hours.
Well, it's actually been no kidding, an hour. And it takes him 2 hours to get there. So it's 4 p.m. when Miaznik shows up with the basically it's kind of like a giant semi.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of being a tractor and a trailer, it's all one giant piece, but it's the size of a semi.
Perfect. I will give him the coordinates of or the name of the street, which was, I have it written down.
Paralook? Is that it?
Yep, that sounds like it.
Where's my notes? Where's my notes?
Is that actually a road in Donetsk?
Yeah, Paralook. Or Paralock.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
Pereulok Street.
Let's see if... Can you hear that?
Paralook.
Well, that's how Google thinks you pronounce it.
Okay.
All right. By the way, in case you forgot, there's Miaznik.
Yes.
He brought his cricket bat.
Fantastic.
Which really isn't a cricket bat.
I should hope not.
No, it's a sword cricket bat kind of looking thing.
Looks like a modern machete.
Yeah, it is kind of. You guys hear a large vehicle pull up outside the warehouse, and the door slides open, and Miaznik walks in.
Greetings.
And he sees you and he shrugs and kind of points behind him.
Yeah, we'll open the door so he can pull the truck in.
Yeah.
And,
for the record, you've never heard him speak.
Right.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, he pulls the truck in, and it's huge.
and we start loading the hardware in.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to load in. Guys get in and they basically walk in.
Yeah, we'll make sure that they walk in backwards.
Okay, good point. They'll do that. There's room to turn around in there. They can
Okay,
get too wide.
that's fine. So we'll
But
stack them up and then get it in the back and go.
okay, all 16 in the back? That's
I mean,
them, Arthur, and you three.
oh yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys show up at Street, and I can't find what I'm looking for. Ah, there it is.
Oh, and I don't know if it was ever specified, but they brought my armor at some point, and I'm now in my armor.
Yes, Arthur, you are correct. Thank you for that. When Arthur showed up with the 12 guys, Boyani handed you your armor
Right.
Great.
and anything
Thank
else
you.
you left behind.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So you have everything.
Yes, and I am taking off the hammer pants and bulky outfit at this point.
And
Okay.
I'll leave Ralph with the truck.
You'll leave Ralph with the truck?
Yeah, he was with the armor. And so if they brought everything inside, they brought him inside too.
Oh, right, Ralph. Yeah, they will.
Fluff-wise, he's fine staying with the encampment that has all the horses.
Actually,
Yeah, he's with the horses.
oh, that's sad. We could have used him as a primo distraction.
Yeah, and then he would have died.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
All right, guys.
And then Z-Teach is going to go to the next world, and Oris is going with him.
Great.
Just love the image of like a fancy executive suite, and then just this rhino thing just busting out of an elevator.
Oh no, I just meant for the guys in the parking garage. I didn't even think about taking him upstairs. Would be funny though.
All right.
Let the rhinos in.
You are not placed in where you actually are. I just had to put everybody's marker on the map. Oh, doggone it. I forgot something.
Oh, I can't move the power armor, guys.
All right. You can't move these guys?
The 12 guys to the right, no.
Oh, did I forget how to do that?
You might have to click on each one and go into the settings and change the edited by to everyone.
Controlled by. I can't click in that. Oh, no, I can. There we go. Oh, gosh, yeah. Okay.
It might be easier to do that to one of them, delete the rest, and copy and paste that one.
Yeah. It's just I had the numbers on there.
Oh. No problem.
I'm having a little bit of lag. Let me zoom in, that'll help. Doggone it, I thought I had this done. Always something. And I know these guys don't look like armor, but I only have the pieces I have.
No, it's all good.
Are you noticing lag when you use Roll20?
Mm-mm.
I don't usually see it. Occasionally I'll see it when I'm GMing. If I've got a lot of resources on the table and I've got a bunch of stuff in the background, but
maybe that's what it is. Because when I click on Control Buy, I'll show you how long. So I click on Control Buy now. And now I get the drop down.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have that, yeah.
I'm having that with everything. Come on. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm also for the turn order. I'm gonna make Archer's 12.
A single.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I'm also gonna add Archer.
He's already done it.
I just added it.
Oh, to the turn order. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and deal cards. Deal cards.
I mean, would Miasnik really have parked right in line of a tank? Is my only question. Like, it's already aimed at us.
Come on. There we go. There we go. Shinkansen. How about a red Joker?
I'll take the red Joker and my Benny.
Benny's, yes.
Oh, that's funny. It's saying it's the black Joker. And the last thing I got to do, there you go. It's just funny. I don't know what Archer's doing.
Nothing, apparently. Did you hear my small comment about this setup?
No.
So, would Miasnik really be as silly as to pull us directly into the firing line of a tank?
Well, he let you go. He let you guys out on the street. You guys walked down the ramp. This, by the way.
Oh, that's the end of the parking ramp.
That is.
I see. That was the part I was missing. Okay.
All right. So I want to show you some pictures. Here's the tank you see.
Okay.
Cool. Is that like a plasma tank?
Yep. Is bad
And you
news.
see two cyborgs that both kind of look like this.
Also bad.
Where is the garage? Garage. Oop. All right, Mr. Shinkansen.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, the white, the offset white lines on the bottom
Mm-hmm.
are concrete walls that are probably about waist high,
Got it.
and the yellow line that goes from side to side is the wall, and the box is the elevator.
Got it. What is my pace? I think it's 6.
It is 6.
It is 6.
The Arters 12 are going to have a pace of 8.
Question for you. With a pace of 6, can I run and jump up onto the front of the tank? 6 puts me to here, but if I'm running and jumping at the end, I don't know if that is a thing, but I'm the one over here. On the far left.
Yeah, I'm measuring Mike.
Oh, no problem. I thought he was
Sorry.
doing that. No, that's fine. Yeah, because it's exactly 6 for me to get to here, and I'm curious if I can jump up onto the front of the tank here.
Where's the ruler?
It's under the it's the Q.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See, it's 30 feet, 6 squares to get right there, and then I'm wondering if I can jump up to get onto the tank.
No, because the front of the tank is 7 squares. Now you can do that, but that means you're doubling your move. Anything above 6, 7 to 12. But that's everything you're going to do that turn. So the answer is yes, you can do that, but you won't be able to do anything else.
Okay, well, then I'll move to here. And I've got my swords out. I pull them out as I'm running up. And my action will be to attempt to chop off the front half of the turret on the tank. The gun turret. Which doesn't necessarily mean it won't be able to fire, but it shouldn't be as accurate, or maybe it will stop it. Who knows? So I need to find my character sheet. There it is. And
Both hit.
okay. So katana is not great. Now, can you spend a Benny to reroll damage or no?
Sure.
Okay, so I will spend a Benny to reroll that damage. See if I can do it today. Hey, did it. Okay, so if I hit the roll damage button again, that's gonna be another Benny, because that's even worse. How is that possible? I really need it to damage the heck out of this. Are you kidding me? How is this going backwards? Benny. I'm not going to have any Benny stats. Oh, reroll damage.
I don't know how armor piercing work, but I mean, they are
Yeah.
massively armor piercing.
Yeah. They are. So, that's it. I'll stick with that one.
I don't think we ever noticed that before, that it has an AP of 10.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's that would have changed a lot of things. I've never noticed that before.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
AP 10. And then that's the first one, and then here comes the Wakizashi damage. So it did more than the freaking because it exploded. Of course it did.
Yeah.
So armor piercing 10. So hopefully that will help take out a tank.
You scratched the barrel.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Are you moving Archer's 12?
And that includes the armor piercing 10 and 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what the heck?
It's a Rift's tank. Come on, you're on the boss level of the dungeon.
Yeah, but we're just at the doorman of the boss level of the dungeon.
Yeah, there is that too. All right. Are you moving Archer's men?
Oh, am I doing it? Oh, yeah, sure, I can. Or
They have a
you
pace
know,
of 8.
Somebody else feel free to grab some too.
And by the way, if you notice, one of them is different.
Right, it's the one with yeah, I put him in the front. Wait, well, how did he get moved away again? Oh no, he's still there. He's
Yep.
in the front. Yeah, yeah. So I'll move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move him to
Are you just
there.
going to put them running towards the direction of the elevator?
No. Oh, can you change one of them's name to Boyani so we know which one it is? Boyani is going to make a beeline for the elevator. The rest of them are not. And ZT, you heard me before when I told you I was giving you my gun because you didn't have one, or do you? Or do you have one? Wait,
I do
didn't you
have
ever? Oh, you do have one. Okay.
I have a railgun.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
That was the
Then
replacement for the gun you loaned me.
I got it. Okay.
All right. Boyani has been labeled.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. 13. 14. And is it like, can he continue to move and jump over these waist high things?
He can. Yeah.
Okay. 15.
They won't slow movement.
16.
Oh, do the suits make them go faster?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a +2 pace.
I'm assuming the elevator thing is here, or is it over on the other side?
It's on the other side. Now you realize that those are 2 cyborgs right there.
Yes, I was going to have them be shot at here in a minute by other ones.
Okay. I
But,
just wanted to make sure you understood.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I'll move them to here for now. Anybody else going to move any of these?
Where are they moving?
Yeah, I don't know where we're moving them.
Can you click just a general area?
Well, I mean, we're going to have to engage the cyborgs. So I was moving them 8 to start trying to draw the attention of the cyborg.
Okay, I'll do the right column, you get the left.
Okay. to.
There you go. You,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you got him.
So yeah, I'd say probably all of them would open fire on the cyborgs.
Open up the Utani weapon stats.
Yes. Yeah, everybody's in range.
Probably
Look
want
at-
some of the multi-rifle guys to be shooting the grenade launcher at the tank.
Oh, well, yeah. That's great. Yes.
Well,
Sorry,
except Mark's right next to the tank.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem now.
just
Yeah,
shoot
it's
the
a
back
small.
of the tank.
It's a small blast template. Look at the minigun. 3d12 plus 3.
Yes. That's why he's right here and firing on the cyborgs.
On the cyborgs,
Yes.
not the tank.
Not the tank.
Okay.
Unless I'm missing something.
3d12 plus 12. 3d12 plus 3.
Right.
Okay. Just reminding you. That's okay.
I think John's pointing out that it's gonna annihilate the cyborgs rather quickly.
Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want them pulling an alarm or anything.
But like we could point the minigun at the tank and then just point a couple more of the other guys with regular rifles at the cyborgs to suppress them.
Okay. I'm open to whatever. Yeah.
Up to you guys.
Sure. Let's
All
do
right. So who's shooting first?
Do the minigun.
All
I
right.
mean,
Go ahead.
I'm afraid it's not going to have any effect on the tank because they have 0 armor piercing.
That is yep, you're right.
That's why I was planning on doing the cyborgs because at least
Well, then
maybe it'll hurt
do
them.
your plan, brother. Don't let me change
All
it.
right.
I'm just pointing out stuff. They have a fighting of 10, so just roll a I don't know if you can do it, but these guys are extras, not Boyani. All of them except Boyani are extras.
Mhm.
So they don't have a whatever the D6 is called, like the wild card
Right.
die. They don't have a
right.
wild card die.
Right.
So they just have a exploding D10 for shooting.
So it's a D20 or just a D10 exploding. Okay.
Yes.
Any plus or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, +4 if they're shooting. What are they shooting? The
So-
cyborgs?
Yeah, the cyborgs.
+1 for size.
Okay. So this is the plasma gun guy, I guess. There we go. That'll work.
Yeah. Is he shooting 1 or 2?
Both of them. I don't know how that mechanic works. Do I need to roll again for the second one?
Can you target multiple things?
There is like a suppressing fire function I remember seeing,
Yeah.
where you just fire in a general direction.
I don't know how much suppressive fire. 107.
Well, he gets 3. Well, I'm not doing suppressive fire. I'm trying to murder them. So he gets 3 rate of fire, so that would be 3 attacks. So he could choose a different target for each attack, right?
Wow. Um. Yeah. Let me tell you, suppressive fire. So suppressive fire, it uses 3 times the usual number of bullets. So it would use 9 bullets,
Mm-hmm.
right, for
Mhm.
your rate of fire of 3. The shooter places a medium blast template on the tabletop and makes a shooting roll. You did. Um, Add all the modifiers. Next, compare the total to each target in the template and consider any modifiers. Cover, dodge, edge, deflection. Success means the target is distracted, and a raise means he's actually hit. And there's no bonus fire, no bonus damage. Maximum casualties, every target under the template can be distracted, but it can only cause damage to a number of targets equal to the weapon's rate of fire. The attacker chooses which targets are hit among his possible choices. So you'd use 9 bullets, you'd hit 3 targets. In this case, you'd hit 2.
So the question is would he have to do just a spray and pray, or with the 3 rate of fire, could he be like, 2 of my shots I'm aiming at this guy and 1 shot I'm aiming at the other
Yeah,
guy?
if I
You
don't.
could do that, yes.
Yeah.
And if you did that with this roll, which is what you were talking about, you would get a bonus D6 damage.
Okay.
I was
That's
just
fine.
cool. I thought that was a
Yeah,
cool
that- yeah.
rule.
Yeah,
I
I know
did.
it is a
That's-
cool rule.
Interesting to know.
So
Oh, is that exploding? The D6, I didn't make it exploding, but I rolled a 6.
for the damage,
Yeah.
yes.
So let me roll again. 1d6, and this time I'll make it exploding just in case. No. So that's
Plus 11,
yeah.
and so 3d12 plus 3.
3d12 plus 3.
And who is he shooting first, 1 or 2?
2.
Okay.
3d12 plus 3.
Did you make it exploding?
I did.
Okay.
So 21 plus 11.
So why am I not getting the boxes? There they are. I guess he couldn't see the boxes for some reason.
He just disappeared off my screen. He dead?
Yeah, I had to move him. I'm going to put him back
okay.
in a second.
Okay.
I couldn't get the boxes to. You have shaken him.
Okay, was it a raise? I think
Was
it
what a
right?
raise?
What it says on the Utani weapon is notes it burns on a raise targets catch fire and they take 3d6 damage each round and are distracted until doused.
You are correct. Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. So then, do I roll that 3d6 damage now, or he takes it on his turn?
It'll be on his turn.
Okay, got it. I just didn't know if you need me to roll. All right. So then the second attack will be at 1.
Okay.
Which was
D10 plus 1 exploding.
5.
No, that. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then the damage is roll
3d12
Yep.
plus 3.
3d12 exploding plus 3. So 22.
No, that's not going to damage you.
Okay, and then the third shot will be at that same guy. Oh, sorry, that was damage. I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on 1 second. There we go. 4. I don't know if that
That'll
hits.
hit.
Okay, and then damage 22.
No.
Okay, that's him.
Okay. So 11 more guys.
Oh man.
Why don't we just? Well, that's not super fair. So what
Do you want to do them in batches or something, like 3 of them at a time?
Yeah. What? So let's say that this guy, and this guy, these 3 are gonna aim at the tank.
Okay.
So
With the rifle or the grenade launcher?
Can we throw the grenades back here and not at me? I mean, how big is a grenade blast from this?
It's 4 squares.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be enough to catch that one. So if they shot it, I'm trying to move my stuff around. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they shot it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would catch me. But if they shot it here, they would not.
They're not frag. They are area of effect grenades, but they're AP grenades, so they need to impact something to pierce the armor. And I don't know if you looked at the stats, but the grenades have a armor piercing of 16.
Right. I did see that, which is not good for me. So that's why I'm like, maybe not. Grenades are 24, so.
Well, I mean, does the armor piercing only affect the thing that it hit? Or will it pierce the whole area around it?
The whole area around it.
Even though, like, he's separated.
That's why it's template, because it's a big explosion. Okay. So how about these 3 guys use grenades on this cyborg?
Okay.
So that is.
They have a fighting of 10.
Okay.
They have a +1 to hit him.
All right. So I'll just roll 3 times in a row. 1d10 exploding plus 1. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I was just going to go with, when I said 3, I was just, whatever you roll, those 3 guys get. I was trying to speed things up. All 3 hit.
Okay, and so that is, is that?
It's 3d8.
3d8. Yep, I see it. 3d8. Exploding.
It's actually 3d8 plus a d6.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go with that first roll.
Okay.
Which is a raise, which means all 3 get bonus damage.
Got it. 24 with armor piercing 16.
So he is shaken.
Would he be shaken 3 times?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. So he is shaken at the first one. And then, yes, thank you very much. Where's the skull? Weren't we using the skull for wounds? There it is. There you go. So he's shaken and he has 2 wounds.
Okay. And so that was this guy, and this guy. Can you... Oh, I guess I can do it, actually. Hold on one second. I just got to figure out how. So I'm going to put a thing on him. I put the little wrench to designate that they need to reload. Because when it says reload 2, does that mean it takes 2 actions to reload? Or 2 rounds?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, he doesn't get one.
I actually meant to look that up. Page 66. How many actions of reloading it takes before they can be fired again?
Okay. Yep, so basically 2 2 rounds. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait. So does that mean they can do other things and it's reloading in the background, but it takes 2, or they have to spend 2? They have to do nothing but reload it for 2 rounds.
They have to reload it for 2 rounds.
Got it. Okay, so the next 3 will be Boyani and the 2 guys behind him. They're going to do the exact same thing to the other one.
Okay.
So 6
hits.
Okay, so then no 1d6 extra. 23
plus 16.
10. Yep.
And
he's shaken.
Wounded.
So 3 times he's wounded. He's dead.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's already shaken.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yay. And I'll mark those. Somebody else can control these guys too, by the way. I don't have to be the only one.
You're on a roll.
Come on, Z-Teach, you know you want to get your hands dirty.
Nope.
I was actually talking to Daniel. Daniel,
Nope.
You want to get your hands dirty.
It's all you, man.
So 11, 5, and 2.
$11, 5, and 2. 11's already done something.
Oh, you're right. So 2, 5, and 1.
6, whatever that one is, and 3. We'll have them shoot at the tank normally.
6 already. You mean 2?
6 is this one right here.
6 is this one right here.
That's 5.
That's a 5, Mark.
Okay, that was zoomed out.
Zoom
It looks
in.
like it looked like a 6 zoomed out. Sorry.
So it's
that one,
2 and 5 are
that
together.
one, yep, and 3.
Okay.
We'll shoot at the tank normally.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 plus 1, or is
Wow,
it
if
bigger?
you zoom out, it does really look like a 6.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's a 6. 9.
Hits. Plus, you have a plus 4. So you've got a raise.
Okay. Let's see what the stats were on this. So it was
So it should be 46.
46.
Plus 6.
Yep.
Everything exploding.
Plus 6 or 1d6?
1d6.
Okay.
Whenever you get a raise for damage, you get a d6.
19 plus whatever their armor piercing is.
3.
Yeah.
No effect.
Okay then. But they have their grenades for next turn. The last 2 are going
4
to...
and 1?
Yeah, 4 and 1 are going to shoot this cyborg.
Okay.
Normally.
Okay.
And is that 1d10 plus 1 now, or 4?
Normally?
Yes.
They're not using grenades.
They're not using grenades.
So that's 46.
No, but sorry. To attack, it's 1d10 plus
1.
1. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. 6 to hit?
Yes.
Okay. And then it is... $11 plus armor piercing 3.
No effect.
Okay. And that's their turn.
All right. So, Z-Teach. If you haven't fallen asleep.
10 years later.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's been 84 years.
GT's is going to move here and attempt to cast Major Deflection or Grand Deflection.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Do you need a raise to do that?
I have a raise, right?
You do have 1 raise. I didn't know are there other requirements to do that?
No.
Okay, you got it.
I was right on the page. Okay. It is a -6 to all attacks against the 4 non-suited up ones.
Oh, okay. So Artur, you, Speta, and Orist.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you just, instead of putting it on everybody, why don't you just put a timer on yourself?
Yep, I am. I have a D6 right here.
Okay. Oh, okay, in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Sveta.
I don't have high hopes I can do anything to the tank. Or honestly, really anything because of the range that I'm at.
It's made of metal.
Yeah, turn it into a forge.
Forge it into something else.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah, 2 hours later, you'll have a forge.
And they won't have a tank.
That's right.
That's a win.
In 2 hours. I'm sure it'll just sit there and let you do that to it.
Are there any slits on the tank that would like I could shoot an arrow through or anything? Or is it completely sealed?
Shoot down the turret.
Oh, there's slits on the front. Do you see the little with the star on top of it?
All right.
Yeah, there's glass there.
Do you have glass piercing arrows?
I do not. All right. Yeah, my arrows aren't going to do jack to the tank. My hammer can maybe hurt it. But I'm not at the distance for that. So I'm going to try and shoot at the last cyborg that's there with my bow.
Okay.
I'm going to enchant it with steel. Why did this not... roll for... There it goes. That just took a long time. Does an 8 hit?
Yes, and that's a raise.
Okay. What is
Add a exploding D6.
Okay, I'll just roll that now, I guess. There's a 3. And oh boy. Oh wait, well, hang on. I gotta roll another 2d6 because of the enchantment. So 21 plus 3.
So you have an AP1. So you rolled a 6, a 15, and you have an AP of 1.
Yeah. What was the bonus that I rolled for the raise? That 3. Does that get added to the damage?
What's the 2d6 you rolled?
So I rolled for the base damage of the bow, and then I rolled 2d6 for the damage of the enchantment for the steel. The steel increases its damage by 2d6.
Okay.
Oh, and plus 1 armor piercing, apparently.
Okay. And so roll one exploding D6 because you got a raise.
That was what I rolled. Wait, hang on a second.
Oh, you rolled a. Oh, you rolled that. Okay, so you rolled a 3.
Yeah, but the damage for my bow wasn't right. It rolled a 1d4 when it should be rolling a 2d6 for the damage of my bow.
Where do you see a 1d4?
For the... Oh, you're right. Never mind. You're right. Well, hang.
It rolled a 5 and a 1, gave you a 6.
So for the shooting stat, I guess when I was rolling to hit, it rolled the wrong dice. It doesn't matter because I still hit. But
yeah, well, we can fix that later.
Yeah, I was just confused why I was seeing.
Okay,
that.
We're gonna move on now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
3 plus 6 is 9.
Correct.
Plus 15 is 24. The AP1 effectively makes it 25.
AP2. The steel gives it another armor piercing.
Okay.
Wow, according to my notes.
Okay, so you're at 26?
Yeah.
There we go. Let me find the right book.
That exploding second roll really helped with the 15.
Yes, it did. Okay, so you actually needed a 26.
Yay!
Wow.
Bam.
Hey.
You got the exact number you needed. Okay. Me.
Now that we're all grouped up tightly with a tank.
What he hasn't mentioned is that it gets 10 actions per round.
Yeah.
It only needs one.
All right. Okay, and It's 11. Let me look. Okay, so we'll call that 16. Okay. And I rolled what?
90.
All right. So a blast of pure white energy hits one, two, hits Yosip and just obliterates him. And Arthur. He hits plus he shoots the tank and it has no effect. So since we have a joker, I'm going to recall all the cards, shuffle the cards, and deal to everybody. As soon as it lets me. And I guess you want the 7?
I do.
Let's put that in order. So, what is that again? Good Lord. Oh, wow. Pablo has ceased to exist in a beam of white light.
That's bad.
Man.
Okay.
All right. Z-Teach.
Z-Teach is over there going like, that's one less person I gotta make fly.
Or, oh god, it's pointed at me.
Yeah.
What munition does it fire?
It's a
White hot magma.
yeah, it's a ion beam.
That's not great. This parking garage? Are we on the bottom level of the parking garage? Is there stuff underneath us?
Just dirt.
Okay.
When Arthur, after he shoots at the thing, he yells, "Orist, back up, back up."
I'm working on it, I'm slow.
I'm going to move here,
Okay.
grab a grenade, and teleport.
Where are you grabbing the grenade from?
Multi-rifle 9.
It's like an M203.
Oh.
It's attached to the rifle.
Oh. Where is the darn thing? Did any of us... Is that the rifle that is a D6 or a D12 strength?
The rifle is 4d6.
No, it's a D6.
Oh, the strength. Yeah, it's a d6.
Okay. D6 is going to move here and grab the grenade rifle.
Okay.
And then teleport.
Okay.
Except you know it's not reloaded, right? You'll have to spend 2 rounds reloading it. That's why it's got the little icon. Did you copy that, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Are they attached to the armor in any way?
No.
I'm going to touch the rifle in multi-rifle 3 and teleport.
Okay.
And I will... Benny?
Do you need a raise?
I would prefer a raise.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Have several.
I'm teleporting into the tank. That's why I wanted a raise.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
And I think that's my action and my ability.
Yeah. I was, when you think about things you see, you as a game master, you anticipate how's the fight going to go. I did not anticipate that. I need to get something real quick. Why don't you guys fill the dead air for a minute?
I'm just going to set the number 3 to have the icon for the wrench because he's going to have to pick up the down guy's rifle because he doesn't have one anymore on his turn. So he's taking 11s that needs to be reloaded.
Fair enough. All right.
The real question is, did any of us see Z-Teach do that?
You saw Z-Teach take a person's rifle and disappear.
Okay.
Which is more than I would have said. Because I'm behind both of you.
Yeah.
Well, that's true,
thinking.
yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
That's true. Yeah, that. All right. I hate to say it. I didn't anticipate the tank crew surviving. Because I figure either the tank kills you all or you blow up the tank. So I didn't bother with pictures of the tank crew.
Oh, you don't need pictures of the tank crew. We can look up Strawberry Jam for ourselves.
I have to show you what you see when you get inside the tank. I feel obliged.
Mary J. obliged.
Something like that. The dog agrees with me.
The dog is 5 seconds from me and chop suey.
That would be Kegogi. All right. When you get into the tank, you see two guys that look like that. One guy is basically in a rotating seat running the turret, and there's another guy that is below him and to the right in a driver's seat.
And he's smoking while driving a tank. He deserves to be shot.
So all right, where's the garage? There's the garage. Back to the garage. All right, there you go. So I've fulfilled my duty. Okay. Mr. Z-Teach, that's what you did. Mr. Shinkansen.
Yep, so I am backing away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and as I do so, I will sheath my swords that obviously don't do anything to this tank, surprisingly, and I will pull out my gun, and I'm going to make a called shot down the barrel. So I guess it'd be the right barrel, since it's kind of split.
Yeah, it's kind of split. It's it's basically a magnetic two magnets that charge the ions and shoot them out.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it was a real tank, you would shoot down the barrel and you would be shooting inside the tank.
Correct.
This doesn't go inside the tank.
Right. I get that. I'm just trying
Okay.
to blow up the ion charger.
Got it.
Like
Okay.
disable it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great idea.
And first attack with it is a 4 hit.
Yeah, with a +4, sure.
Okay.
So you get a raise.
All right, and then I'll Benny that. As usual, I have no more bennies to give. Pretty much. Let's try that again.
It can't get worse.
Nope, it sure can't. Plasma rifle. 7, so that'd be 11. So
Why is it 11?
+4.
No, it was +4 for. Why have you rolled 3 times?
Because I have 2 attacks. I was rolling my attacks first, and I got double ones on the second one, so I bennied it to re-roll it.
Okay, so you have 2 attacks. So you
Right.
rolled. So you rolled an 8 and a
11.
and an 11. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So they both have raises.
Yep. And I'll have to roll those separately.
By the way, you bennied it, so it doesn't count. But I do want to point out, because it's never happened to us before, that the roll you bennied was a critical failure. Because
Yes,
there's 2 1s.
Yes, that is exactly why I bennied it.
Something bad was going to happen.
I'm aware. That's why I bennied it. Okay, so 28 on the first one.
The shot goes straight down the barrel, hits the grenade launcher in Zitich's hands.
Nice.
Does your plasma rifle have any armor piercing?
No, it does not.
Okay.
No, it does not. And then
it says
go ahead.
bonus damage, but that's your hero die, right?
I don't know what that thing is. I've always ignored it.
Okay.
And then I need a roll 1d6 exclamation point. So 31 on that one, and then rolling damage for the second one. 24 plus 1d6, so 25 on the second one.
So I don't know. My mic's getting real weird all of a sudden. I don't know why. Ba, 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 ba. All right, you all right, you have put a wound on the vehicle. There is a chunk of the turret blown off.
Yay, hopefully that will stop. That's my turn.
All right, now we have Arthur's 12.
5 and whatever one is next to him, I guess it's 2. 2,
Yes.
5, 4, and 1 are all
Okay.
gonna fire grenades.
All right, go ahead and just one roll for all 4 of them.
It's 1d10 plus 1 or 4.
1d10 plus 4.
Okay. Exploding. 8.
Okay, they have a raise.
Okay. So I gotta look at what the grenade launcher was. It is
3d8
3d8 okay.
plus 6.
3d8 plus 6. Three d8 plus 1d6, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
No problem. That's not very good. 9 plus 16 armor piercing.
Yeah, so basically 25.
Times 4.
All right, go ahead and roll one more time.
Okay. 50.
Well, it's not a raise. That's
No,
because
but that's
it's
time whatever.
well,
2, 4.
no. That's 50 plus 16 armor piercing.
Correct.
So it is a raise. Which means that's 2 more wounds.
So it's dead, right? 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a huge vehicle which has more than 3 wounds.
Okay.
Mr. Archer. Mr. Archer is going to shoot the tank. And his shots bounce off. Sveta.
I'm honestly a little afraid to get next to that because we still have some grenadiers.
Nope, we have no grenadiers left.
Oh,
Well, not
okay.
next turn, but the turn after you will.
Okay.
How? Okay.
Well, then I can be close, and next turn I can move back and still be safe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you show me the picture of the tank again?
I can.
Okay. I'm going to take my hammer and wail on this turret.
Okay.
Where did my character sheet go? Here it is. Will 5 hit?
5 will hit.
Oof.
Roll an exploding d6.
Okay.
You don't have to type. You can use the thing in the... See the polyhedral dice?
Yeah, but I don't know how to make those explode through that. Oh, they're already set to explode. So I can do that.
There you go. So that's
44. Yep.
What was the exploding dice for?
Because you got a raise when you hit. Because it's +4 to hit a huge thing.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, how? Okay.
Okay. You hit the side of the hull of the tank. You come up with this big and you just see cracks shatter across the tank.
Oh, wow.
All right. So we're going to deal cards. All players, turn order.
Did I wound it?
Yes.
Okay. Man, has more than 4.
Do you want the 10 or the 2, Shinkansen?
The 10?
All right.
Actually, I'll take the 2. Oh, you already did it. It's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right.
Oh, and I guess that would put me right up there.
All right. D6. Bump. And bump. All right. So, Z-Teach. When you teleport into something, is there a sound or a smell, or
I'd say
are you just silently there?
no. I mean, all spells have kind of a show, right? So I'd say there's probably like
It's a ding, like fries are done. Ding.
no, I would say maybe like a crackle and the smell of like magic and ozone, like the smell of a ley line, but concentrated, like pool bleach.
Okay, fair enough. Um,
But like a crackle of sound too, like static electricity.
the gunner turns around and when he hears you come in, draws his laser pistol
Put your weapon down or I'll kill us all.
and is going to shoot at you.
Don't forget he has a -6 to hit him.
And he misses.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Ricochets and kills the driver. Perfect.
All right. Good old Arthur is going to shoot the tank. Hits it. It does not damage it. Shinkansen.
I am going to try and shoot out the little glass in the front of it to make a hole that Sveta can shoot an arrow through.
Okay, so you have a +4 to hit a huge thing and a -4 for your called shot.
-2 because my gun ignores 2 of those.
Okay.
So
you have a +2.
Yeah. Well, that's not it. That one misses. I'm not gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
Because that one hits.
Okay.
Oh, actually, does a 4 hit? Since it is
A
plus
4
2.
would hit.
Yeah, so the first one hits then.
Yes. So they both hit. And the second one has a raise, so gets a D6.
Right. So this is straight damage on the first one. So 23. And then the second one would be 25 plus the D6. So
is the first one enough to burn through and the second one go into the...
So it would be 33 for the second one.
You broke the glass.
Fantastic.
Mr. Z-Teach.
Okay, so Z-Teach is going to make an attempt to do 2 actions this turn, both at a -2 penalty. And at the same time, he is going to fire a grenade into the small enclosed area of the cockpit and teleport away.
Okay.
At a -2 to each.
All right. So roll your shooting.
There you are. And I will...
That
do
hits?
that. Oh, it hits? Oh, I guess
Yeah.
I'm in an enclosed area. Yeah.
Yeah, and you rolled a 5, so that's a success.
I rolled a 5 -2.
Oh.
So I'm bending that and trying again. And I'm bending that and trying again.
My name is Orist.
And I'm bending that and trying again. Are you kidding me?
Now you know how I feel sometimes.
Can I like give them some of my bennies?
Well, I
Sure.
mean, all in all, I'm pulling the
You
trigger,
actually
right?
can.
It
Oh.
doesn't. It
Do you
doesn't
want to
really-
Benny his roll?
So I have a question to ask the GM. If I were to be firing this out in public, and I did not...
will roll randomly to see where it hits.
Okay, then I'm fine. I don't care where it hits.
You're in an enclosed space, so
Yeah.
yes, it's going to rattle around, and I know where you're going. So okay,
Yeah.
go on.
So now I'm going to roll my spellcasting for teleport.
Okay. At a -2 is a 6.
Yeah. Which doesn't have a raise, but it still counts. And that goes to there. And I will teleport out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And then you should roll 3d8.
Oh, and I roll 3d8. With an exclamation mark?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inspector Benny.
Oh, I still have one. I can use mine.
And I can use one of mine.
No, you already did it.
Alright, that's fine.
That's awesome.
Plus
Well,
16 armor piercing.
It's an AP-16, and there's 2 SDC creatures in there. So there's a kaboom. There's a kaboom and kind of loud explosion, and Arthur notices you next to him, and he's starting to shoot, and he looks at you and says, "Is it dead?"
I believe so. I can't imagine any of the technology or people in there surviving much longer than that, but I think we should have one of these nice gentlemen climb up and open the top.
Sveta? Arthur tells Andri to Andri, drop a grenade down the turret. And you're up, Sveta.
So Andrew's going up to drop it inside the tank?
Oh, actually, he goes before you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now it's your turn.
And Boyani hits the elevator button because that's what he was supposed to do.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start making my way over, I guess.
Make my way.
Because she wouldn't know how a tank works or how to get into it.
Okay.
So
the tank doesn't shoot. He climbs up, drops a grenade. He has a couple normal grenades in the tank. Another explosion. The tank still doesn't move.
So Boyani walks up and types 83195 into the elevator panel.
All right.
And
For those of you taking notes at home,
yes, thank you. I needed to know that.
those are the guys that are dead.
Not Yosup!
Before we head Before we head out any further, I'm gonna ask them to drag these two back onto the
truck.
into the truck.
That's a good point. And I'm going to ask everybody else to reload while we're waiting for the elevators.
Yeah, everybody
reloads their grenade launchers. I mean.
Did you say grab their weapons and reload them and bring them with us?
Well, you have one that now needs to be reloaded. I had number 3 pick up 11s since you took his.
Okay, so now we just have number 7s.
Right, number 7s is the actual one. In fact, let's attach that to Plasma Minigun's back, so that way if he runs out of bullets with the minigun, he can have a backup weapon.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
So I will. I can't seem to make. Oh, there it goes. What am I going to do for that? Is there a gun symbol?
We'll remember.
There.
Gun symbol.
Turret. He's got a turret. That just denotes that he's got an extra gun.
Okay.
I'm making notes that I did it as well. I gave Yosip's weapon to Plasma Minigun. Minigun guy. Okay.
I can tell you who that is, by the way.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That is, what number's missing? 12. That's number 12. Number 12 is your...
Yuri?
Yuri.
Oh, yeah, Yuri. I don't know. What? Yeah, that guy. Okay, perfect. The real question is, after Boyani enters the code, does the elevator start coming?
It does.
Fantastic. And is that where we're also going to leave off for tonight?
Up to you guys.
Before we get into another fight, it's up to you guys. I'm good either way. But I know
this fight took an hour and a half. It's a lot of people to get through, so it's probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to finish the next fight by 1.
Right. That was my thought.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
Call it.
Okay. Perfect.
Call it.
With that, then, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. As always, if you'd like to support us, you can do so by heading over to our Twitch page and clicking the follow button if you're able to. You can also subscribe and become one of our rock stars. On YouTube, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe button, and of course the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload new content, which is almost every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. Or you can head up to patreon.com/Gamersledge, where you can get your name on every show that we do for as little as $1 a month, just like the fine folks scrolling up across the screen right now. For Daniel, for John, for Chris, and myself, thanks for watching. And until next time, game on.
Game on.
Game on.